Good afternoon and welcome to Barclays Hampden for today's group stage draw of the Premier Sports Cup for season 2026-27. The dust has barely settled on one of the most dramatic seasons in recent Scottish football history, concluding just 2 days ago, where current holders of this cup, St Mirren, retained their Premiership status with a win over Partick Thistle. But today, our attention looks to the new campaign and the excitement that it will no doubt bring. 40 clubs await their turn to find out who they will face in their first competitive games of the new season. Joining me today to conduct the draw, I'm delighted to be welcomed by familiar face Stephen Craigan, and overseeing proceedings we have SPFL Competitions and Operations Manager Liam McNally. Now, Stephen, of course today is about the new campaign, but let's talk a little bit about the excitement of the recent campaign we've just had. League One, League Two and the Premiership all going to the final day of the season.
Yeah, I think often Scottish football gets mocked out with our country, and there's been so many people speaking about Scottish football for various reasons, because of the season in the Premiership, because of the Championship. I went the last day with Ross County, unfortunately getting relegated. You're right, League One and League Two, exciting as well. So there's lots of ambitious football clubs in Scotland trying to make progress. Players want to make progress. So I think this season will be remembered for so many things.
But of course, looking ahead to the new season, this competition gives us a bit of a taste as to what we can expect from clubs going into the new season. How important is it for players to have those competitive games before going into their league campaign?
Well, I think sometimes pre-season friendlies can be low-key and monotonous, whereas the Premier Sports Cup, since the format has come into play, players enjoy it. It's competitive football. There's a little bit of jeopardy on games, but I think it's vitally important for managers as well. When you're trying to build a squad over the summer, and so often we now see in Scottish football, there's a big turnover of players. So trying to gel them as quickly as you possibly can for the league season starting, this gives them the perfect example. Aberdeen, a couple of years ago, won all 4 games, had a really strong start to the season. Hearts last season, exact same under Derek McInnes, with the likes of Claudio Braga coming in and Kizaridis. They hit the ground running in the league, had a fantastic season, unfortunately couldn't win the title in the end. So this competition has become vitally important for clubs and players.
Yes, well, on to the draw. Before we begin, let's take a reminder of the format of this competition. As I mentioned, 40 clubs will be participating in the group stage of the Premier Sports Cup, including Highland League champions Brora Rangers and Lowland League champions Linlithgow Rose. The 8 group winners and 3 best runners-up will then be joined in the last 16 by European entrants Celtic, Heart of Midlothian, Rangers, Motherwell and Hibernian. With no regionalisation in today's draw, there's every chance of clubs facing fresh and exciting opposition and supporters discovering some memorable away days along the way. The clubs have been split into 5-seeded pots based on last season's final league standing, and those pots have been on your screen now. Now, football is at the heart of communities across Scotland. So before we start the draw, let's hear from the SPFL Trust about some of the fantastic work they do.
The SPFL Trust is 15 years old. We're a network of SPFL clubs and trusts around the length and breadth of the country, in cities and towns and villages around Scotland, in the heart of communities. And that's important because if you live within 10 miles of an SPFL ground, you're 3 times more likely to experience poverty. And that brings with it its own challenges. But we believe that change can come and it can be football powered, and that football can help people to live happier, healthier, longer lives across the country. And we don't just believe it, we're achieving it. Our world-leading men's health intervention, Football Fans in Training, delivered now to women as well, has helped to support 14,000 people across Scotland to lose weight and live happier, healthier lives. That's about 5 tonnes in weight, which is the equivalent of 175,000 Puma footballs and 10 T-Rexes.
We run Football Fans in Training, which is a 12-week programme for male and female participants who are looking to lose a wee bit of weight, and it's not a diet, it's a healthy lifestyle change.
I've had complications in the past few years that's resulted in ectopic pregnancies, so I've lost both of my fallopian tubes, and in order to have a family I need to get the weight down. Fit has really helped me get on the right track.
I got diagnosed with lymphoma and I put on all the weight I've lost and a bit more because the main part of my treatment was steroids, so I've put on a lot of weight with it.
We smoked her the whole way through our chemo, and we were there for her. We got the players to sign a card. The club were quite involved in making sure she was fit and healthy.
this is the step in the right direction that I need to go in, and my husband's quite jealous that I get to walk around about the football pitch.
Here at the SPFL Trust, with our network of 42 SPFL clubs and 20 SWPL clubs, the season never stops. But we wouldn't have it any other way, and neither would the best fans in the world.
Some fantastic work there from the SPFL Trust. But now onto the draw itself, starting with Pot 1. The first club to be drawn will go into Group A, the second into Group B, the third into Group C, and so on and so forth until Group H. We'll then repeat that process with Pot 2, Pot 3, Pot 4 and Pot 5 until we have our groups concluded. So we already have Pot 1 in the bowl. Stephen, it's over to you.
Number 4.
Going into Group A is Aberdeen. The Dons have won this competition 6 times. Going into Group B
Number 2.
is number 2 Dundee United. The Tannadice Club were League Cup winners back in 1979 and 1980. Going into Group C
Number 6.
is St Mirren, of course, the current holders of this cup. Starting us off in Group D.
Number 3.
It's number 3 Dundee. And looking ahead to Group E.
Number 7.
Number 7 Livingston. Of course, they'll be aiming for a quick return back to the Premiership after their relegation. Into Group F we have
Number 8.
number 8 St Johnstone. The Saints are straight back up to the William Hill Premiership after their fantastic season.
Number 1.
Going into Group G, we have Falkirk, who finished in the top 6. A fantastic first season back in the Premiership since 2010 for them.
Number
And
5.
finally, into Group H, we have Kilmarnock, and they had a strong finish to their league campaign, which saw them retain their William Hill Premiership status. Moving on now to Pot 2 to see who will be joining those clubs in each of the groups. Thank you, Liam. To you, Stephen. Joining Aberdeen in Group A
Number 13.
is Queen's Park, who finished 6th in the William Hill Championship last season. Going into Group B with Dundee United, we have
Number 10.
number 10 is Arbroath, and they finished an impressive 3rd place in the Championship last season. Going into Group C,
Number 11.
Dunfermline Athletic, Neil Lennon's side, runners-up in the recent Scottish Cup final.
Number 16.
Number 16, Airdronians go into Group D.
Number 9.
Number 9 is Partick Thistle, and they go into Group E along with Livingston. Going into Group F is
Number 15.
Greenock Morton, and they retained their championship status on that final day of the season there. Joining Falkirk.
Number 14.
In Group G is Ayr United, and they've got a new manager in Gary Naismith for next season. And finally for Group H
Number 12.
is number 12, Wraith Rovers, who famously lifted this trophy back in 1994. And moving on to Pot 3. Thank you, Liam.
Number 20.
20, Queen of the South join Aberdeen and Queen's Park in Group A. Going into Group B
Number 23.
is Montrose, and they finished 6th in League One last season. Going into Group C and joining current holders of this cup, St Mirren,
Number 24.
is Cove Rangers. Going into Group D.
Number 17.
17, Ross County, a tough season for them following their relegation into the William Hill League One. Into Group E
Number 19.
is Stenhousemuir, who are promoted to the William Hill Championship after their win in the playoff there. A fantastic season for them.
Number 18.
Number 18, Inverness Caledonian Thistle go into Group F. They had a fantastic season, finishing off with a helicopter arriving at their stadium with the trophy.
Number 21.
Number 21 is Alloa Athletic, finished 4th in League One and narrowly missed out on promotion via the playoff. And finally into Group H
Number 22.
is 22 Peterhead, who finished 6th in the William Hill League One last season. Moving on to Pot 4, we can start to see how these groups are looking now. Thank you, Liam. Who have we got in Group A?
Number 27.
27 Kelty Hearts, they'll be playing in League 2 next season. Going into Group B
Number 29.
is the Spartans. And then into Group C, we have
Number 28.
28 is East Kilbride, back-to-back promotions for them and a fantastic start to their SPFL life.
Number 30.
Joining Dundee in Group D is Clyde, and they had a strong season, finishing 3rd in League 2. Going into Group E
Number 31.
is Forfar Athletic. Jim Weir led Forfar to the playoffs, but they lost against Hamilton Accies. Into Group F, we have
Number 25.
25 East Fife retained their League One status under the guidance of Dick Campbell. Going into Group G,
Number 32.
32 is Stranraer, and they finished 5th last season. And finally, concluding Pot 4
Number 26.
is 26 is Hamilton Accies. Moving on to our final pot, Pot 5. We'll conclude the groups. Thank you, Liam. So concluding Group A, who have we got?
Number 39.
39 is Brora Rangers pit Brecon City to the Highland League title last season. Into Group B, along with the Spartans and Montrose,
Number 35.
is Stirling Albion, who have a new manager for next season in Stephen Whitaker, hoping for a good start. In Group C
Number 36.
is Dumbarton, who finished 9th in William Hill League 2 last season. Into Group D, we have
Number 34.
number 34, Annan Athletic. They'll be joining Clyde and Ross County in Group D. Into Group E,
Number 40.
number 40, Brecon City, runners-up of the Highland League last season. Into Group F
Number 38.
is Linlithgow Rose, who were Lowland League champions last season. 2 more clubs to go. Into Group G, along with Falkirk,
Number 37.
is Edinburgh City, who retained their SPFL status after their win in the playoffs. And finally, our final team
Number 33.
is 33 Elgin City, who finished 6th in William Hill League 2 last season. So there we have it. That concludes the draw for the Premier Sports Cup group stage for season 26-27. Let's have a quick look at those groups. In Group A, we have Aberdeen, Queen's Park, Queen of the South, Kelty Hearts, Brora Rangers. Group B, Dundee United, Arbroath, Montrose, the Spartans, Stirling Albion. Group G there, we've got Falkirk, Ayr United, Alloa Athletic, Stranraer, Edinburgh City. Stephen, are there any ties in there that look particularly exciting to you?
Well, I think you just look at Group E and you've got 3 championship sides there in Livingston, Partick Thistle and Stenhousemuir, so that's going to be a titanic battle. Dundee, who didn't make it out of the group stage last season, well, they're going to have tough fixtures as well against Airdrie Unions, Ross County.
Yep.
Clyde, I witnessed in the playoffs for League One, they were strong as well. So Aberdeen, Queen's Park as well should always be tasty. But yeah, lots of good fixtures. Clubs will be really looking forward to it, and supporters will already be starting to plan their journeys.
Plan their away days indeed. So the group stages will be played over the 5 match days, beginning on the weekend of the 11th and 12th of July. Fixture dates and TV selections will be confirmed by the SPFL in due course, so be sure to keep an eye out on official SPFL channels for updates. Thank you very much for joining us, and we wish the clubs a very good luck for the 2026-27 Premier Sports Cup.